dude, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I have a peach, dude. I'm like,
really?
I have a fucking bubbly butt. Oh yeah.
What'd you do before this?
I did my own, and then I did my brother's, and then I did something for like the local news before that, and now we're
Dude,
rocking
local
this one.
news?
Hold on.
Local news, yeah.
The local news intros are always so funny because they know nothing about you, and they just go to your YouTube and look up the last video you did and be like, yeah, so you're a comedian that does jokes about insert podcast title.
Yeah, that was kind of the vibe, and I learned that I didn't engage enough apparently, because like if they're not asking me a direct question, I just sit there silently until they ask me a question.
Of course.
So yeah, I got some feedback about my performance.
Hold on,
they gave you feedback?
They gave you feedback?
No, not them.
Who?
My PR specialist.
Oh no,
Carolina, and my wife called me. My wife. I don't know if she saw it somehow already or what, but she was like, "Dude, you're just sitting there. You got to talk. You're just like It's like, bro, what do you want me to do?"
It's also the local news.
Yeah, you got to chime in on like the weather patterns and hurricanes and whatnot.
Yeah, I just figured they'd ask me questions, and I answered their questions. You know, I think I did a good job answering them. But they have a point. I gotta I'm selling. I'm hawking my wares. So I gotta.
You know what, Matt? You know what? They don't have a point, dude. You're great, and I'm sick of it. Okay, I'm sick of it. They asked you.
Well,
they asked you on the show. Interview me. Ask me stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude. You know
they
what?
ask me questions, but
everyone's fired. PR's fired. Your wife's fired.
No, PR's on the call. PR is on the call.
Listen.
Yeah, Shout out Carolina.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. She's my man's running the gauntlet today.
She did do a great job. That's literally her job, to be like, hey, stop staring at yourself in the monitor.
Where else are you supposed to look? Ladies and gentlemen, Matt McCusker on here today.
Matt McCusker.
Thanks for coming on. This is it's an honor, man.
Please.
Special coming out October 7th on Netflix. Did we meet before? Were you at the MGM thing for the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay, so we did. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if we shared a dap or not, but I
don't know if we did a dap. I saw you in action though, because you were opening for Bert, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I saw you in action.
Yeah.
Just rocking the in the round.
Rocking in the round.
Rocking in the round.
That's a good special.
Yeah, why?
Rocking in the round.
The fact that hasn't been addressed is crazy.
See, I didn't know where you were going with that. So what did you say? Right before rocking in the round, you're like, I saw you doing your thing. Because sometimes when you get off stage and like a dude's like, yo, you're doing your thing up there. Low key, they're like, you were bombing, but you were sticking to it.
Yeah, you were committed.
You know what I mean?
No, you weren't. I thought you did well.
Oh.
That was my first time ever seeing you. I was like, oh, this is a consummate professional, just up there doing his thing.
Thank you, man. But like, you ever had that where you like, maybe early on in the days where like you get off stage and somebody's like, yeah, man, you were doing your thing up there. You're like, what does that mean?
Yeah. Or like, hey man, that takes a lot of balls, man.
A lot of balls.
You know my favorite one? Bro, you got a lot of stage presence.
Yeah.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Just stage presence?
Yeah.
So I'm bombing, but I'm loud?
You had great energy out there, man. Great energy.
Great energy.
But what about the jokes?
Yeah, I'm still working on my stage presence. Mine can suffer pretty quickly at any time.
You think?
It's good when I'm in the pocket. It's good, but if I try not to withdraw. If it's not going well, I can completely withdraw into myself, and
what is it?
A cool vibe.
What does that look like? Is it just like you thinking about other shit in your head, or you just not locked in and just not caring?
I don't know what it looks like because I can't see, but I feel like it's just me having a panic attack privately in front of several hundred people while I eventually try to get a footing. So. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's chill. And I'm just messing around. I think my stage presence has gotten better, but yeah, it can happen. I try to battle it now. I used to like that feeling when you kind of shrink into yourself. I try to just not do that anymore.
I'm just like a chameleon. If a crowd's giving me energy, I'm giving them energy. But if they're quiet and dainty and pulling back, so am I.
It's time to battle. At that point, it's time to battle.
Yeah, I'm just not interested. You want me to win you guys over? I'm good. If it's my crowd, I'll do whatever it takes. I love them.
Yeah.
But if it's just a random like Laugh Factory spot and you're not giving me shit, fuck you.
Yeah, I will have full ass conversations with myself as I'm talking, and then I'm like, buddy, what's happening?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm having full ass. Sorry.
No, that's exactly it. I'll be talking, which I can't even feel myself talking out loud. I can just like feel my own inner dialogue.
Dude, it feels like this thing when you're like patting your head and rubbing your head. I don't know what this is called, but like that's the motion of what's going on. I just wonder what they know. Do they know that we're doing that?
I think on some weird like lizard brain level, I think they do know that we are not locked in. I do. I do.
I agree.
Because when have you ever have that happen and you're murdering? Do you know what I mean? I think
I think
they do know.
It's like you're calling plays with the coach. It feels like it's time to readjust. You're like, okay, I'll say to myself too, but like, Trevor, all right, this one isn't working. Let's go back to the heaters.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the true and tried stuff. Tried and true?
Tried and true.
Jack, can we pull that up? Dude, have you seen that tweet about Kanye's like ops, his list?
No.
Dude, it's
yes. All the betrayals.
Oh, the betrayals. Have you? I don't know if you've already talked about it on your pod or anything, but dude, it might be the funniest. Have you seen this?
I have not.
Kanye tweeted out like his betrayal list. It's probably one of the best lists I've ever seen. It's better than the Epstein list. Honestly, they don't even need to release that anymore because this Kanye list is that much better.
It's probably the same list. Dude, this is like some Dave Portnoy shit.
Yeah. I respect the Portnoy for doing the champagne bottles. All right, Jack, take it along. I'll just read it out loud.
Let's bring that list up.
Kim Kardashian, I mean, that's a given. We already knew she was going to be number one.
She's got to be on the list.
We knew she was going to be number one. Number two, really hot route here. Really curveball, iShowSpeed.
Really?
He's on a U.S. tour right now. He's really just crushing things. So maybe that's where this all comes from. But I get it. That's maybe a little bit of jealousy. Diddy on the betrayal list. We got Diddy on the
Diddy betray him?
Probably didn't get enough baby oil or something. I don't know.
Maybe
he didn't invite him to enough parties.
Didn't kiss him long enough.
Yeah, so I thought him and Diddy were going to become like somehow linked in all of their.
They should be cellmates if we're being honest. I don't know what Kanye's doing running amok free.
Is Diddy getting out of jail? Do we know anything about this? I haven't heard anything about him in a while, so I feel like he's gonna get out.
He's not guilty. He didn't get guilty on any of the big charges, so I'm pretty sure he might already be out of jail.
Shut up. He's out?
Dude.
How did we miss this?
I don't know if he's out, but yeah, he's not mentally guilty on any of the serious stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I saw soliciting.
Yeah, it was like soliciting prostitutes. He was like calling Ubers for like prostitutes. Dude, he'll be performing at 11 in Miami in, I don't know, 7 months.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, keep going. Let's go to this list.
When he does get out, he's going to have a big notification that Kanye is not him. Ty Dolla $ign, okay, don't know what's going on there. This is the craziest one on here, probably Harriet Tubman. That's just the craziest stray to catch.
Yeah. I wonder how, I'd love to hear his explanation.
I agree.
How? It's like such an amazing historical figure that did so much. How do you, what does he want to do? This is just a hit list?
It just says, I'm in pain that no one can fix. And it just says the betrayal and it's a list.
Okay.
Maybe he's mad about her being on I think they're going to use her face for currency. Maybe he's slighted by that somehow.
They're switching out for the Sacagawea.
Maybe. I don't know.
Dude, that's tough.
This is his list, man. Everyone has a right to their own betrayal list.
Exactly. Exactly. Then we're going to keep it going. His own daughter, Northwest, which I respect. If I had kids, that's a heartbreaker. Because doesn't he have 2 kids or just one?
I think 2
for sure.
Yeah, if he's got multiple and just the daughter's on here, I mean, that's tough. Also,
hopefully, he still has a good relation with Southeast.
Yeah, beefing with your own daughter is probably the most Kanye thing ever. I'm surprised he didn't put himself on this list.
That's a super normal thing, though.
Matt, who's the number one person on your betrayal list?
Besides your PR lady. Just joking.
I don't have a betrayal list.
What about I
don't feel betrayed by anyone.
What a healthy man.
What about like a person? Is there like a cartoon character or is there like a sport, like an announcer?
No, man. I'm telling you, I try not to hold grudges against anybody, man. It's
what's the secret to that?
I genuinely, if you ask me for one person that I'm like stewing on every day, that I'm like, I can't believe it's 0.
Not even like a TSA employee?
No, man. I got yelled at by a TSA employee the other day, not the other day, like about a month ago or so, and I was just kind of like, man, that was annoying. I actually got held up recently coming to a Philly from Austin. They like took my phone. They did random selection, which I get random selected a lot. I don't know why. And it happens to me constantly.
Might be the American flag background.
Huh?
Might be the American flag background. They can sense it.
True.
Like,
actually, this is
too much of a patriote.
True. That is true. But yeah, they took my phone and they were like, they said like it had like, it like rang an alarm. And I was like, alarm for what? And they're like, just certain residues. I'm like, what residues are you looking for? They're like explosives. And I was like,
holy shit.
But then I don't know. So, but yeah, I didn't even get mad at that guy. I was, technically detained by the TSA for like 10 minutes.
Are you
just waiting? And
is this like microdosing mushrooms? Is this therapy? Like because right now your feel, I idolize this feel of a person because I'm such the opposite, dude. If my shoes get undone, my day's ruined.
Goddamn.
Ladies and gents, guess what? Michael Blaustein is going to be yelling by feet on freaking tour. Where? I will tell you, okay? October 22nd, I'll be in Buffalo. That is an added show. All right, go get tickets. October 24th, Grand Rapids. October 25th, I'll be in Detroit. November 6th to the 8th, I'll be in Salt Lake City. November 20th, I'll be in Fort Lauderdale. Then November 21st, we added a show in Tampa. Go get tickets. November 22nd, Orlando. November 23rd, Jacksonville. And I'm just going to yell some out. And if you hear your city, go get them. Minneapolis, Madison, Chicago, we added a show, and then Sanford, and then Ben Salem. Oh, I didn't say my hometown, Jacksonville. I'm gonna say it again, November 23rd. I keep saying my hometown because no one's buying tickets. BlauComedy.com, Jacksonville. BlauComedy.com, Jacksonville.
Trevor Wallace, I'm on tour as well. If you're listening to this right now, I'm currently in Florida.
Yes, you are.
I'm in Fort Lauderdale tonight. I'm in Orlando the next night. And then we have a little break. And we're going to New York City at the Beacon Theater November 8th, December 6th, Salt Lake City, December 7th, Boise, Idaho. And then I'm going to fire off a bunch. And these all take place in 2026, starting in January.
Give it to him.
Not the 6th. I take the holiday off. Nashville, Louisville, Cleveland, Los Angeles, Ventura, San Luis Obispo, Bakersfield, Fresno, Oakland, Sacramento, Reno, Austin, Dallas, Grand Prairie, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, OKC, see you there. Kansas City, Salt Lake City, already said that. St. Louis, Memphis, Birmingham, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Red Bank, New Jersey, Huntington, New York, Boston, Massachusetts. And thank you for coming out to my hometown show in Jacksonville on the 11th of October. TrevorWallace.com for tickets. This ad is brought to you by Manscaped.
Oh, baby, it's time to talk about stepping up your grooming game, dude. The face shaving products from Manscaped are the ultimate grooming tools designed to deliver precision and comfort in sleek and easy-to-use devices. Whether you're looking for a trim, a shape, or a detailed touch-up, Manscaped's face shaving products are built to handle shaving your face with ease. Crafted for efficiency and the perfect addition to your grooming arsenal. You can use our code SOCKS for 15% off your entire order at manscaped.com.
Let me tell you something. The Handyman is a sleek, powerful, compact face shaver that helps guys ditch the mess.
Ew, mess.
Cordless and designed for convenience. It easily fits in a bathroom drawer or slips into it overnight if you're a little dirty girl like that and you spending the night somewhere.
Oh, yeah, girl.
Or a gym bag for easy grooming on the
Man.
go. It's engineered with a unique dual blade system featuring a standard foil shaver and a long hair trimming blade to handle up to 3 days of beard growth.
That's
You hear that, Jack? You can shave that.
gross Philadelphia beard off your freaking face. So, join the over 12 million men.
60 minutes of runtime per battery.
Yeah, baby. So join over the 12 million men who trust Manscaped and upgrade to the Handyman Rocket Man, okay?
Rocket
You can
Man.
use our code SOCKS for 15% off your entire order at manscaped.com.
That's 15%.
Plus free shipping with the code SOCKS at manscaped.com.
Don't miss out and upgrade your grooming game with Manscaped today.
Game.
Goddamn.
So I'm
Dude,
I'm just jealous of you right now.
Well, you know what it was, man? I during COVID, something happened where, like, you know, because around me, I was in Philadelphia at the time, and, you know, you'd have to walk. And if you were out, if I was like outside, I for the record, I didn't really care or worry about getting infected that much. So I would just kind of do my thing, walk around outside. I didn't put
It's the
a
most
mask
Philly
on my face
thing you've ever
outside.
said.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's the most Philly thing you've ever said. Fuck the disease, bitch.
Can't be worse
Dude,
than
I
living
just
in
wasn't
Delco.
worried about it. I looked up the stats and I was like, yeah, this kind of pretty much kills old people. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna like
I'll roll
not,
the
I'm not
dice
gonna
on
like
this.
not breathe
Yeah.
fresh air.
Yeah.
I'm all right. But then like I would walk around and I would feel like, and I was already in my head a lot, you know, my whole life, and then even during COVID, but COVID ramped it up where it was like you had people in masks who were kind of like give you a nasty look. So that set you up to like, I'd go outside and just kind of prepare myself for battle, like fuck these people, blah, blah, blah. And then that, I just like realized that became so overwhelming. I just one day started to be like, I'm not going to internally and silently fight with people in my own head. I'm going to practice well wishing them instead.
Oh.
And like my whole body just relaxed once I started doing that. I would see people and I would just practice wishing them like the best.
Is that where kind of
And I
the
just
shaman tones, where people say the shaman, is that where that comes from?
It's just because I used to like, when we started the podcast, I was just doing and also purveying a lot of, you know, hallucinogenic substances. So that was kind of
So
what
yeah,
I did for a
hell
job
yeah.
for a while.
And what are we talking?
So-
Just, you know, hop up in somewhere deep in Pennsylvania, Amish country, an eighth deep on shrooms, or what are we cooking here?
Wait, what do you mean? In terms
Like-
of taking?
Yeah. What, like, kind of what was your, like,
I took 7 grams of mushrooms one time.
Oh my
that'll do it.
Matthew.
That'll
Dude,
do
I've
it.
taken 3.5 and I feel like I could talk to Jesus. What is
Yeah.
8? What does 8 feel like?
It was set. It was like I've done. It was like 6.8 because I didn't know how much it was. I was only like 19, so I had a pound of
Yeah.
mushrooms and I was selling them. But if you ever sold mushrooms, like people don't buy them every day, so you get a pound of mushrooms and people buy them like maybe once every 3 years. So you're
It's not
You just have an
cocaine.
inventory?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
And you
sits.
start
So they're like
convincing
canned
yourself?
goods. They sit for a long time. But I
didn't think about
I
that.
remember eating them one time, and I would measure them by like grabbing a handful, and I was like,
Just doing this.
I ate a handful one time, so if I do 2 handfuls, I'll have a better time. And like,
Dude, that's
it
guy
just was
math
horrible.
right there. That's awesome.
It didn't work that way. I had like a for real like psychic break, and I was in like a shitty apartment in Philly, and I was like, I got to get out of here, and I walked outside, and I was in like West Philly, and it was like literally like abandoned houses everywhere. It looked very menacing, just like the buildings themselves. And I ran inside and like literally like hung under my blankets and just laid there in silence. And it was almost like I just had like flashes of like religious imagery. I was so young, it was just like it was too much for me to bear. And then like it broke into like a very kind of calm feeling. But I think it like gave me anxiety for a long time after that, though. I like started having panic attacks after that.
So you never had panic attacks before that? You took all the mushrooms and all of a sudden, what would trigger the panic attacks? Just anything?
I mean, it was like I would, you know, it's just life in general. I was up to like I was in like some high stress stuff, so that would do it. It would just
Right.
I would just freak out. I would just like see my own hands and be like, oh fuck, this is my body, and I would freak out.
Yeah, that's
Basic
tough.
shit.
When you start hearing yourself blink, that's when it's time to wrap it up.
Dude, when
Yeah,
I start thinking about what the body is doing internally, that makes me freak out. Like if I start thinking
Yeah.
about my heart is beating right now, I start to sweat. I can't think about your heart's just going right now.
Always.
Always going.
And then one day,
you can't
it
control
not.
it. You can't control it. And it just goes and then dude, when you're sleeping, when you sleep, you just go, all right, body, you got it from here. And you just let it do its thing.
Yeah, that's cruise control.
Crazy.
That's
dude.
hands off. That's
Yeah,
Tesla
That's
mode right there.
autopilot. Yeah.
And then it
Wow.
also creates an alternate reality that you experience all night if you have dreams. So that's it's
Oh,
it's
It's
kind of a
always
bug out.
working.
Yeah, but
Always working. Yet our agents are taking off Mondays because it's a holiday, but our body's always working.
Yeah, fucking Harriet Tubman.
What?
I don't know. She's on my hit list now.
You're pissed.
Let's finish this
But
list
no,
real quick.
I did the 5 grams of mushrooms after that, and that was more like I laid down, put the blindfold on, put on a playlist. That was amazing, man. I was like,
Yeah.
it was like a genuine like off in like a different. I like left my body. That was
You ever do
amazing.
salvia? We were big on salvia
No.
in my hometown growing up. Dude, it's
Dude,
hilarious
I
that it's legal. You just 18
Yeah.
and older to buy it. Any smoke shop has it. I mean, it's like a dab version of a psychedelic trip. It's just 10 minutes of just 1000% just out of body experiences.
Yeah,
And-
my brother got real into it at like a weirdly, like he was, I think he was like in his late 20s.
Dude.
And I like walked
Yeah.
up one time because he had like, you know, we had this house in Philly, and I went upstairs and he had just snapped out of his salvia experience. It was being all weird. And then I was like, all right, man. Like I was like asking him if he wanted to get something to eat, and he was like, and apparently he had been like 2-dimensional for like 7 minutes. And I didn't know I walked in on that.
Dude, it's the fastest trip, but the delay after, it's not just like you snap out of it. You're like, you spend like the next like 3 hours being like, what if this is real? It's very fascinating. But yeah, to your point that you just said with shrooms, you always just want to go straight to a bed. You're like, give me under a blanket. For some reason, like the blanket is this sobering factor of everything. Even though you're not sober, that's like your what is it? Trip, whatever. Trip guide.
your
Trip.
setting.
Yeah, it's just kind of like that's your reset button. Just getting under a blanket.
I mean, that's got to come from childhood, right? Because it's like, what do you feel more protected under as a kid, but your blankets? I mean, like you're like, oh, the boogeyman's underneath my bed. Give me a blanket. It
Can't get me.
surely can't get through the blanket.
I got a quilt over me. Fuck
Oh
you,
yeah,
boogeyman.
duvet. Fuck you, chupacabra.
Let's read
Yeah,
through
there's
this list
something
real
about
quick.
it, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Just firing off through the list.
Do it.
So after the daughter, we got Pusha T, which makes sense.
That makes
Freddie
all the
Gibbs. Well, he went full government name. Freddie Gibson. That's the most disrespectful thing about all this
That's
is
fucked up.
leaking his last name is Gibson, not Gibbs. Kid Cudi. This is when it gets fun. Curious George. Curious George, fictional monkey for most of you guys listening. Not a real. He's a character monkey.
Yeah.
Curious George.
Why do we do any guesses?
My
why
thought
Go
here
ahead.
is maybe he found like a Curious George book in Northwest book, and he was already mad, or in her backpack.
Yep.
Already mad at Northwest, and then goes, you know what? Fuck you and fuck this book.
Yeah, and fuck curiosity. I think that's where he's at.
Yeah.
I think he's like, I don't want anyone to be curious, so fuck Curious George.
Kanye's all about decisions.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think he's also he's a bit of a troll. I think there's still a little bit of I think he likes peppering in some just off the wall shit.
Curious George is a banger.
Is he the best troll that there ever has been? Like, is there?
No,
I mean, I'm
50
sure
Cent,
we
50
can.
Cent's pretty good at this.
Yeah, you're
50
right.
Cent literally bought out a Ja Rule concert front row, like the whole section.
I know,
so he
that's
didn't have anybody in the front.
Crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, I honestly think he's just bipolar, hits manic episodes, and just goes off the rails. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
All
it.
right, firing
So-
off. We got Donald Trump, kind of a given. Pete
Betrayal.
Davidson.
He's talking about Trump too.
Yeah.
Trump too is a bit of a betrayer. I could see that.
Yeah. And then we got Pete Davidson, which is probably because he's doing the Riyadh Comedy Festival. That's the only reason he's mad at him.
That's why he's mad.
That's my guess on this.
That's a good take. I like
But
that take.
that's fucked up. Pete Davidson is just kind of coming out of his he was sobering up. He just got out of I don't want to say retirement because he took a long time off just working on himself. And the second he's back, he's like, oh yeah, and still fuck you for banging my ex-wife. Which we don't talk about that enough. Good for him. Patrick Starr. I don't know if, but there's a beauty influencer also named Patrick Starr. Or
Yeah,
is it
I don't know who Patrick Starr is.
beauty influencer? And then there's also Buddy who lives on a rock in the old SpongeBob.
Here's my take. He doesn't want anyone else to be a star but himself.
Whoa.
Wow. Am I on mushrooms?
Yeah. And then we'll just fly through the rest of them. LeBron James, King Von, which rest in peace. He already got his
it.
betrayal.
Yeah.
Playboy Cardi, James Murray, and Adolf, which, they're on a first name basis. So
First
it must
of
have
all,
really hurt.
Yeah.
He's betrayed by Adolf? I thought they were like
He probably
bunkmates.
read the rest of the book and found he probably didn't know what he did. He probably just saw the early videos and then was like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
he just
didn't he?
Right.
yeah, Matt, he just read the forward and he's like, I like this guy. He doesn't know the end.
He probably just watched early Germany and without the sound on it. He's like, this looks like a good concert, if we're being
Yeah,
honest.
they're dressed really well.
Yeah. And-
Hugo Boss.
He probably was listening to it
Yeah.
like with a Playboy Cardi song behind it. He's like, this is actually kind of good.
This is sick.
He-
I
I would have
he fought in World War I,
That is a really funny visual of him finding out what Adolf actually did. And Kanye's like, well, hold on.
Put him on the list.
Oh, James Murray. James Murray is Murr from Impractical Jokers.
Hold on. And-
Honestly,
wow. Is this this is the dude that did not get in trouble, right?
correct.
Huh?
Maybe that's why. He's like, why weren't you living it up like your boy Joe Gatto?
Here's the thing. Here's my take. What if, like, Kim thought, like, Kanye walked in while Kim was watching Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
She laughed at him.
Yep.
And then he's like, fuck him for life.
Yeah.
That's reasonable, honestly.
Yeah. I think so.
Very reasonable.
Dude, actually, it is kind of reasonable because you've guys all been shows, your girlfriend's or wife comes to the show and their first comment to you is, whew, that guy before you was so funny. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Compliment the opener. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one because they've seen your set thousands of times.
Oh, right.
So they don't feel like they need to say that it
Yep.
was funny because
Yep.
they're like, yeah, he just knows. Or
Yeah.
it's gotten old.
Maybe that could have happened too with Adolf as well. She might have been like, damn, who's that? And he was like, fuck this.
That mustache, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think Kanye just had a day. He walked in, thought about Kim watching Practical Jokers, leaves his room to vent to his own daughter about it.
Right.
Northwest is watching Curious George. Northwest is also listening to some Pusha T.
Yep.
And then
with a Patrick Star backpack.
Yeah,
Everyone's getting gotted.
yeah. I think he just went down the line.
Smoke.
That's pretty good, Michael. Who's on your hit list, your shit list, your deception list?
Goddamn.
Hey, Mr. Wallace,
Yes,
do
sir.
you use Cash App?
No.
What is wrong with you, dude? What is wrong with you?
Should I?
Yes, dude. Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure your money stays your money, okay? If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for purchases, you can unlock up to $200 in free overdraft coverage. Did you freaking hear what I said, okay? If you overdraft unexpectedly, there's no hidden fees. Manage your money on your terms and take advantage of free overdraft coverage up to $200 on Cash App today. day.
I also heard that
Yes.
you can customize your card.
You
I'm
can.
sick and tired of boring cards.
Sick of it.
You can draw on your Cash App card. You can also draw on your card. You can customize. You can get fun stuff on it. Non-explicit stuff, you sick pervs.
Yeah,
I'm
you
talking
perv.
to you, Jack.
Yes, dude. So for a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code CashApp10 in their profile at signup and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Term apply. Okay? Cash App is a financial service platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit card issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Overdraft coverage provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cashapp.com/legal/podcast for disclosures.
Goddamn. Oh, who would be on my betrayal list? Any barista that doesn't care.
Oh.
Like I'm doing a general hit list. Any barista that I walk up to and they're on their phone and I just want a coffee and they're just on their phone and they go, what? Like they don't say what, but their energy is like, what? Like, can you, dude, how am I upsetting you or how am I feel like I'm bothering them.
I think we just need to take a page out of, is it Korea that does like the food places where you sit solo and you like order on the iPad, then just bring it to you?
The automat, yeah. Where you just kind of.
Oh, that sounds great.
Any blue
You know what you
bottle
should do
coffee
next
in the world
time?
is that?
What?
Well, dude, next time you get attitude from a barista, my personal policy is I don't say anything, but I reach into their tip jar and I pay like $4 for damages. And I go, next time, let's get a little more enthusiasm.
Here's a question.
Give them a negative tip.
That's illegal, right?
Stealing?
Yeah, I mean, that's stealing, right?
Tips? Yeah, but a tip jar is like,
it's kind of
I
the
don't know,
gray
it's
area.
not really their property yet.
Correct.
It's kind of, they haven't really fully claimed it.
It's not the till. That's community chest.
Yeah, it's
Especially, it's like, that's give
it's
a
like a
penny,
fountain.
take a penny vibe.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can bring a sign with you that says "Give a penny, take a penny," and then replace it with tip. And you're like, I thought this was this for anybody. I thought this was lost and found, honestly.
But also think about that though. I think you're onto something, Matt, because if you give me sass, you should receive less tips. So I should take the tip. I don't deserve the tip, but I should take it out and give it to somebody else.
Do you guys ever work at a job?
Or hold it ransom until they smile at you and then go, here you go. You've earned this now.
I like the ransom tip.
Oh yeah. Do you guys ever work at a job where it had a tip jar growing up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I
We
worked
used
at
to
like
do-
I don't know.
I worked at a frozen yogurt place, if you couldn't tell by my build and stature, but we used to do we used to do this where we'd have the clear jar and then we'd put like a 20 in it and then like a 50 in it before the shift just to bait them.
Yep.
But like what fucking idiot's like, dude, somebody tipped $50 for froyo? Here's a hundo. But
Yeah.
it did
No,
help.
dude, I think it works because now that you mention it, I did work somewhere with a tip jar because I remember hearing about this. And yeah, I would take something out of the register, put it in there, and I probably would keep it at the end of the day, honestly. But like,
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Because an empty chip. Go
I
ahead.
think that does work because if I see an empty tip jar, I'm like,
Sad.
not fucking. That's weird.
Well, dude,
But
it's
if
like
there is money in it, I feel like people are more likely to be like, all right, here's my change.
if you think about a video that has no comments, I'm not gonna comment. But if a video has 1,000 comments, like I'm more up to comment. I used to
Yeah, but you
bartend.
can go first.
There
First.
you go.
Oh, right.
First is
Well,
huge.
also in this day and age,
First is
all of our
huge.
comments immediately is just bots.
Yeah,
So bots are doing the heavy lifting for us. Bots are our $20 in the tip jar.
Word.
true.
Yeah, I used to
You guys should
bartend.
farm. Yeah, farming comments is a move.
Farming is a move, dude. We should get some people to farm some comments.
Dude, you know videos bombing, we don't even hit somebody to say first though. That's tough.
Yeah, or
You're in there.
yeah.
Start
First,
refreshing so nobody's first. What about second? Hello?
I used to bartend, and we used to take the dollars and put them around the lip, not even
What?
in, just around the lip of the jar, like wet dollars around. So it's like the most visual you could possibly get.
Yeah.
I stole a tip jar before when I was in college. I still think about it probably once a month, and I feel bad.
Why?
Why do I feel bad? Or
Oh,
why do I do
because
it?
other servers didn't get the money?
Yeah, other bartenders, dude.
You're
I
on
was-
somebody's list for sure.
For sure. I was 18. I was hammered and I was pledging for a frat. And one of my pledge brothers, whatever you call him, was like, dude, let's take the tip jar. I was hammered
Fuck.
and also 18. So all that's
that's
a
fair.
little bit of justification, but it's still fucked up. We took the jar, it was glass, and we went into the bathroom, smashed it, and took all the money.
Why'd you smash it? Was it like a piggy bank?
You couldn't get your hand in. I don't even have big hands, but I
That's
couldn't
so
get
funny.
my hand in.
All this for $7.38.
I mean, for real, but think about, yes, it was like probably like $20-something.
Holy shit.
But dude, when you're 18, $20 is like, I mean, I could do a week with
It's
that.
like a Bush Light and a nug.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, $20.
I would go back and do that right now.
Oh yeah, but dude, it was a massive kerfuffle I know I can't even spell it, but massive kerfuffle in the frat. People were like, "Who we're gonna expel?" And it's like I remember saying, "Don't say all those big words because maybe someone will say I did it if you don't threaten that you're gonna get expelled."
Yeah.
So the frat brothers were mad.
Oh, they were.
You stole the tip jar.
Why didn't you divvy that up with us?
They were so mad because we had like a contract with the club or whatever, and so they were like. Yeah, they were fear. They got all the like pledges, and they were like, "Somebody should fucking tell us who fucking did this." Blah blah blah. And me and my buddy, his name was actually Matt. We were just like, "We're not gonna fucking say it." We never said anything. And it went over.
Did you fake like, yeah? Who did that? You have blood all over your face in the glass.
Just
who would,
dude?
Who would do it?
I had I knew somebody at basketball camp when we were in like grade school who shit in the urinal. At basketball camp, and that was like we all got sat down, and like we had known, I knew who did it, but the guy like gave an impassioned speech. The leader of the camp was like, "That's not what urinals are to be used for." I was just covering my face like this is the funniest thing ever.
I love how the guy thought that y'all didn't know that that's not what you're supposed to do.
Well, he couldn't come out right and say it, so he was like, "Somebody used the urinal for something other than it's intended to be used for." You would be like, "Someone shit in the urinal." So he had to like dance around.
Like somebody defecated in it. Just say somebody took a real 3 from downtown, shit in the urinal. It was always fun.
And it was like on a dare. We like dared the kid to do it, so he like had to force something out. So it was like the tiniest jagged
just a pebble, like somebody was holding up a little
just a
dog
deer pebble in there.
Dude, that's so funny.
I got I've done a couple of little scams like that. I've never taken a tip jar, but I used to work at a restaurant when I was in high school and I was a busboy, and there was a bartender named Matt, and we got the tips. I used to get like $40 in tips, and one day I walked out and they gave me an envelope with like $300.
Oh.
And I was like, hell yeah. And then I just like left like, damn, must have been a good night. And they called like, yo, I think you got the bartender's envelope. And I was like, no, I didn't.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Did you end up like? Did no one like took you in the office and was like, "Buddy, you got it," and they just never brought
cash.
it?
I had to be like, "Nah, I didn't. I don't know. You guys must have misplaced it," and I kept it, and that was that.
You're like, yeah, I didn't take it, but also don't look at the video cameras. Please don't look at security.
Well, it was just they gave me an envelope with Matt on it, so there was no like.
Right. You're good.
We had the same name, and they're like, "I'm pretty sure you got it." I was like, "Nah, man, I got my regular."
I got $41.
This motherfucker,
yeah.
20 years to slam the table. I fucking knew it was him.
Same. It happened to me. I used to deliver beer in around Philly at Drexel's campus in Penn.
Drexel,
too.
Nice.
Yeah, I was a dragon, and then I had to go to a Penn frat, and they gave me like they would buy like all the beer for a party, so it would the tabs would be pretty big, and I think their tab was like $400, and they handed me an envelope again, and they were like, "Here," and I was like, "You guys want me to count this?" Because I had felt it. I'm like, "This is more than $400."
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Do you want me to count it?" Like, dude, we counted it. Get out of here. And they had handed me $1,000.
Oh,
so I had made $600, and they called back. They called my boss back. They're like, we gave him extra money, and I was like, again, just like. Prove it, bro.
No, you didn't.
Like, you just did
it.
Dude, we had a buddy like that in high school. His name was CJ. He was the guy who had the fake ID, and he would upcharge insane like we didn't know. He would gather money from all of us. He would gather like $60 and come back with a 30-pack and be like, yeah, well, factoring in gas money. And like, I couldn't go to like a place where you could use a key, like your phone number for cheaper.
Yeah.
I had to go to a liquor store who accepts fake IDs. And he would we all knew we were getting scammed, but he was also the guy who had the fakes. So we couldn't do anything.
He was the plug, yeah. You couldn't do anything.
He was like the plug, but also like the narc at the same time. Like he would smoke you out, and then when you were high, he'd be like, "Yeah, if you want to just give me like $5 for getting high."
You know what?
You're like, I don't. You want to do math right now?
I'm so sorry. Yeah. I was that dude.
You were?
Yeah. Honestly, in my early days of smoking weed or selling weed, like I would do that, but it wasn't on purpose. I wasn't like, let me get
puff.
No, I would. No, I mean,
how do you count that?
It's just like I spent $20.
Yeah.
So let's rally some money.
Comes around. You know what I mean? Like
for sure. Mm-hmm. But I just was like in my head, and also I'm high, so like I'm like, oh, this is a good time to bring it up. Like not on some like, oh, let me get them drugged out and then they can't do math. But I was just like, I was high and I'm like, oh, dude, this cost me $20 and they got some. So like, I don't know. And then I would round the money up. It's like when you're stuck with you put the credit card down on the bill and you're the only. It's like you should receive more money for that.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, because he would ask.
No, you got to negotiate before. You got to negotiate the sack. I had someone do that to me in high school. they were an older kid, and I was with I think like one of my older cousins or something, and I got to like tag along. And this dude, he was a weed dealer, but I didn't know that. He just gave me so much weed to smoke in the back of his car, and I smoked a lot. I think he claims I smoked an eighth. I think he was lying, but like I smoked a lot.
What?
And he was like, the next day, he's like, yo, you owe me $50. And I was just like, again, like, nah. No, I don't.
No, two huge envelopes in your fucking pocket. Nah.
Yeah, I was like, it doesn't work that way. You got to negotiate the split. But I get it. But if people then keep being like, hey, do you have any weed? Do you have any weed? Then yeah, it's like, bro, you got to throw something down on it.
Yeah, if they're known to never bring weed with them, then yeah, you're getting hit with a bill. You're getting an invoice. But yeah, there's a comedy club out here that's like infamous. They would rally up a bunch of comics, be like, let's take shots. And then you're like, oh, hell yeah, the club owner wants to take shots. And then afterwards you'd be like, and Bill. And you're like, you wanted me to take shots with you? I thought this was like a fun, goddamn. Factor Meals. Thank you so much for sponsoring this podcast. I don't know why I'm not the CEO. I should be the face of Factor Meals. I love them. I'm going to eat one after the shoot. 2 minutes, fresh, never frozen. What are we even talking about?
I don't even understand because I don't know. Ask me if I like grocery stores. The answer is no. You don't even have to freaking ask me. I don't like grocery stores. We travel all the time. That's why we love Factor because all you gotta do is put it in the freaking microwave.
2 minutes. You get to pick what you want. And they have global flavors for the first time ever. Try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. Support your wellness goals. With more variety and more meals than ever, choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost.
Oh, God. Fall always feels like a reset, okay? Between back to school, busy routines, and shorter days, finding time to cook can be tough. That's why we love Factor, all right?
Shipped straight to your door.
Factor. I mean,
and let me tell you something. 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life.
It's helping us do
Feel the difference no matter your routine.
Yes. So eat smart at factormeals.com/socks50off and use our code SOCKS50off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Okay, that's code SOCKS50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Okay, get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
Goddamn. I thought we were bonding.
Buddy, that's happened to us on the road before.
Where was that?
Do you remember this? We were in that college town.
Chico. Oh,
dude,
yeah,
we walked in this club, Matt, and the club owner was so nice. He was like, yeah, we got a table for you in the corner, and like we got you on drinks and blah blah blah. So we kept ordering. We were hammered at the end of the night. This motherfucker walks up and puts a bill in front of me. And I was like, hold on. I wouldn't have got a bottle of Hypnotic if I fucking knew. If I knew this was going to be this.
Banana liqueur. We're not doing well mentally. Yeah, but this class, it was a college town, and it was just like this brim, wall to wall of people. We walked in. I've never felt cooler in my life walking into this bar. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's a college bar as well. So like the bottle service is just a normal table that people eat lunch on, except where you're sitting is just on the booth. But it felt so cool. And then it hit us with like a $430 tab. Which
that hurts.
It hurts.
They got my dad. I was at the Poconos or like the mountains right above Philadelphia.
Yep.
And I was up there when I was little. It was like my dad, my whole family, and I'm one of 6 kids. So like we're all out to breakfast at this place up there. The waitress after we eat is like, "Hey, we just started doing milkshakes. I'm gonna give you guys some milkshakes." And we're all kids. We're like, "Yeah, milkshakes." We spaz. My dad's like, "Oh man, that's nice of you. Thanks." Which is crazy too, because we just ate breakfast and they just broke us off with milkshakes.
Yeah.
And we drink our milkshakes. Everything's cool. And they hit my dad with the bill for like 6 milkshakes, $7 a piece, and he just he went ballistic. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Must have been the quietest car ride home after that.
He was pissed, and he'll hold a business grudge harder than anyone in the world.
Really?
Like I used to work with him, and we used to stop at this one Dunkin' Donuts every day, every morning. He would get a 24-ounce coffee. So we're driving, and I'm like, "Yo, we're not going to Dunkin' Donuts." He's like, "I don't go to that one anymore." It's like, why? And he's like, I gave that guy, he had like something happened where I think he had to give the guy 100. He's like, "Do you have change for this?" Guy's like, "For sure." And he gave my dad like a taped up ratty 50 as part of the change. And my dad would go in there every morning, like every day. So then the next day he went to pay with that ratty 50, and the dude was like, "Nah, I'm not taking that bill." My dad's like, "You gave it to me." Like, "We're not accepting it." And my dad was like, "That's it." Boycotted it. He drank 7-Eleven coffee the rest of the time.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, on principle, I will not go. I can't go back there.
I mean, off
Dude,
the
I
Ratty
love that.
50, he's ended up drinking probably the worst coffee that there is.
But like, I love that
Oh, yeah.
notion because if I was your dad in this scenario, I would be like, oh, I'm single-handedly plummeting Dunkin' Donuts stock right now. Like me not going and switching to 7-Eleven, this is like a Verizon trade back to singular. Like mentally, I'd be like, yeah, fucking good luck paying your bills now, bitch.
Yeah, I really your dad's pettiness really strikes home with me. I really
feel like I would do that too.
I need to talk to him. He's fucking awesome.
There's a coffee
I
shop
admire him for it.
Yeah.
There's a
admire
coffee
him
shop
for
I
it,
used to
man.
go to, and same thing happened. The guy just gave me sass one day, and I would like go back in there, and I would like walk myself before going in, like, all right, if this dude's here, what are we gonna square up? What am I gonna say to this guy? And I would like walk myself through, and he wouldn't be there. Then I'd be like, oh hell yeah! But like every time, I would be like, I don't want to support the
Now,
ops.
you actually reminded me my last customer service beef, because I used to beef hard with customer service.
Let's get into
The
it.
last beef I had that I like, it was just like pretty recent. It was like,
Yes.
I guess a few months ago. But in Austin, there's this place I like to go to where they sell soup. It's like a straight up soup place. They do have some sandwiches and stuff, but I hit it for the soup.
Yeah, all right.
And I
love
go
this
there and you
story.
can buy a bag of like unfrozen soup. It's like a huge bag.
Is it like a
And
bag you
I
get when
went
you
there
get a
and-
goldfish at the fair?
Yeah, literally, it's like a goldfish bag.
Yeah.
But I think they were like, you can get them room temp or frozen. It was like something like that. And you
Sounds
can
like
get
a Theo
bag of
Vaughn
frozen
story,
soup.
dude.
Just a big ass bag of soup. And I went in. I'm like, I forget how it went down, but I was like, yeah, because you can also get hot soup there too. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you want? I was like, let me get a pint or whatever of soup. And he was like, do you want that? I was like, cold, not hot. And he goes, frozen. I'm like, no, like the room temp. He's like, okay, how am I? I'm like, dude, I didn't know you're selling the frozen soup. So we're like, he just kept giving me nothing but attitude. And I was like, this motherfucker. It took everything in me not to like battle him back. And I had to be like, you know what, man, let it go. Don't fight. I forget the exact nature of it, but he was kind of being like, you're a dumbass for not knowing how the soups are served. And like,
It's
just
just so
nothing but
funny
sass.
because the premise, he's selling soup.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're giving me sass. You're selling soup.
Well, it's chicken soup. It's chicken soup for the soul. I had a chicken soup for the soul moment. I'm like, I needed this. I'm just getting nothing but aggravation. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And then I'm like telling my wife, because we went back and I'm like, I swear to God, if this motherfucker's there,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. And we go in. It was just an autistic guy. It was me and another autistic guy battling over soup with attitude.
So it was
And
two
was
autistic
like,
guys just battling over soup.
When you zoom
That's when I
out,
realized, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm on the spectrum.
dude, when you zoom out and you think about the premise of just arguing over soup, it's the funniest thing ever. I would think this is like a different decade. Like this is porridge level times.
I know.
But that shit happens more than you'd expect, and it catch you off guard. I was at someplace in Dallas at a barbecue spot, and I was like, I don't know anything about meat, and it's all by the pound. And I go, what does like a quarter pound of brisket look like? And he goes, I mean, it's a quarter pound. I go,
Oh.
you fuck, you little idiot fuck. I don't work here. I'm not the butcher guy. I don't work at the butcheria.
Yeah.
What is that?
Show me a First of all, have pictures.
Just fucking.
Have
Also,
pictures.
just do this with your hands. Even if you're lying,
Dude,
just start.
yeah.
Dude, when a waiter, like when you ask them how big a pizza is and they start riffing, you never like use that to scale, but mentally you're like, I
It
fucking
helps.
love this person.
It helps.
Dude, you're doing
For
this
sure.
shit. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, demonstrate personal. Yeah, is it
Give me
like
something.
compare to personal pan. Let me get some sort of reference. That was it too. He was just kind of like, I was like, I'll take it cold. He was like, wait, so frozen or cold? I'm like, dude, I don't know. He's like, well, there's a difference. And I was like, oh, all right, bro. If you want
Also,
like,
there is a difference, dude, because one says cold and one says frozen. Hey, bitch, did I say frozen? I said cold.
yeah.
Cold is not frozen.
Also, the restaurant
I hate this guy
always
so much.
knows more than the customer does because they work there. I
Right.
got a matcha with my girl over the weekend, and she goes, "Can I get an extra matcha?" And the girl goes, "Well, we do it by grams. How many grams do you want?" She goes, "Well, I don't know. Like how much do you?" She goes, "Well, I don't know how much you want." And I'm like, "You work here.
Yeah.
Just give the metrics."
How much grams is this, you fat bitch?
Well, she
Then
was very
put-
skinny, but she
Yeah, or like, I just don't want to be able to see through it. Make it so it's not translucent.
Yeah.
Just make me able to see. I need a full solid. That's crazy. They're breaking it down by the
Dude,
gram.
LA Matcha is getting unhinged. $8 base rate. And then you want oat milk, we're talking $9 out the gate. Just
You
to
should have been like,
maybe
give me.
feel
You should be like,
caffeine.
give me a kilo. You should have got a kilo of matcha.
Just started
But
selling in the back.
How do you
Get
measure
a key.
matcha? I mean, how many key bumps is this equivalent to? Because I go, well, how, like they're going back and forth where it's like this ping pong match if nobody's getting anything done. And I go, well, how much is in it normally? She goes, 30 grams or 30 milligrams or whatever. And I go, okay, do you want to double? She goes, no. I go, okay, well, 15 it is. And then she goes, okay, so 45 total. I go, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Also, just lie. If I'm working there, just don't say anything. Like, okay, we'll double it. Huh?
I'm not going to know.
Yeah, but we're not going to know.
You should, you know, what you should do next time. Just go. I'll have the standard ceremonial grammage, and put that way. You put the matcha onus on her, where you're like standard ceremonial cup, please, and then they have to be like, "Fuck, what is that?"
Yeah, what's matcha going? What's the market price matcha these days? Let me get base rate.
Yeah, just like I don't like to like affix it and like, you know, those kind of metric thing. I'd like just give me a ceremonial serving and
I think more people need to just lie. Like if she said, "Can I get extra?" and she didn't do it or she did do it, nobody would know.
Dude, I was a bartender for so long and a server for so long. I would lie all the time. I lied for efficiency's sake. Just, if you want this, I got you. I'm not going to ask you any follow-up questions. I'm going to make it, and if you don't like it, you don't. Dude, speaking of don't like it, I was in, where the fuck was I? I was in OKC. Haha, flex. I was in OKC two days ago for a show, and we went to this like kind of cool bar. It was like in a bank vault. So it was like kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Okay.
Sat down, got a drink, and I was like, "Hey, can I have a spicy mezcal margarita?" Very standard.
Yeah.
She goes, "Not a problem."
But it's Oklahoma City. Let's flag that.
Yeah, true.
Not a lot of flavor in OKC.
100%. But I'm getting to it. But first of all, this woman, you ever talk to someone when you go, either you're joking with me or this is the world is not real. She walked up, she goes, "Hi, everybody." Like, is this a kid show? It was so, the energy was so weird and granola, and it was just really weird. And so we put on all our drink orders. She says, "Okay, that sounds good." And as soon as she walked away, I was like, yeah, there's no way she's going to remember any of this. Like, I'm going to get a Capri Sun. There's no way that she's going to remember any of this. She comes back. She puts the spicy mezcal margarita in front of my face. And she goes, "Hey, just want to let you know, let me know if it's too spicy because I made it like really spicy." And I was like, "Okay, well, I like spice. That's okay. Thank you so much." Took a sip. Guys, I like spicy food. I order spicy food all the time. This was insane. Like, I took a sip and I go, like it was, I've never tasted something so spicy in my life. I gave it to Neil, who's an Indian man who eats spice all the time. He started coughing. So I'm like, it's not just a white thing.
There. Yeah, if he doesn't pass it, that's a real pass.
I felt like I was like, dude, maybe I'm being white. Let me and he's like, and he started coughing, and I was like, okay, he's coughing. This is too, and then I go, "Ma'am, this is like too spicy."
Final level boss, you get Sean Evans in there.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll fix it." And I'm just like, what did you do? Like, you knew that you fucked up. There's
just a single ghost pepper Taki chip floating in there.
One chip on the brim, like a garnish.
I was just so mad because I'm like, you know that you put too much whatever you put in here. You knew that you did that. So just remake it. You know what I mean? Like, she fucked up and she was trying to get away from it. But like, there's no way in hell you thought this was going to pass. Dude, I was spitting. It was dragon fire hot. It was so, I was coughing, eyes watering. And she was like, "I'm sorry. I hate you so much." I was so mad. Drinks were $1,000.
That's crazy. Did she remade it?
Well, actually, she didn't remake it. The manager made it because I couldn't.
You got the manager involved?
I couldn't find her. She was like a Prius. Like, she was just gone, and I couldn't hear her, and she was gone. And so I had to ask the manager. I was like, "Hey, this is too spicy. Can you remake it?" She's like, "Not a problem."
How did you preface it?
I didn't. It was.
"Hey, I'm a bitch. It's too spicy."
No, I didn't. I was just like. I was kind of mad at the bartender, so I didn't put the onus on me at all.
Goddamn.
This next ad read is brought to you by Lumi. Lumi Gummies. We love them. Absolutely love them. After a long film day, after a long work day, what else do you want besides Lumi Gummies? Most edibles, they get me way too high.
Too high.
You
Sick
know,
of it.
I'm zooted. I'm up there with the giraffes, okay?
Yes.
But Lumi Gummies always make me feel just right. Constant, mellow, and super delicious. Lumi Gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good, not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end-of-day de-stressor, just said that, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi Gummies have a strain that's right for you. I've been having a horrible sleep. Melatonin makes me feel like
shoot. It makes me feel like shoot. Dude, Lumi Gummies are incredible, okay? I mean, just horrible sleep. Every hotel, this is the thing. We never sleep in our own freaking beds, okay? So the hotels, Airbnbs, whatever, the Lumi Gummies are just incredible just for sleep. And again, for the 12th time, it doesn't get you freaking to the moon, okay? Just the right amount of high, just so you can get to fall asleep, okay? And you wake up feeling refreshed and incredible.
Dude,
okay?
I tried a Lumi Gummy, the Plumberry Runts.
Buddy.
Oh, talk about Dreamville, USA.
and wake up super well rested, okay, without any grogginess. So you guys should freaking try it, okay? Lumi Gummies are available nationwide.
Nationwide.
Go to LumiGummies.com. That is Lumi Gummies.com. Use code SOCKS for 30% off your order. Again, that is Lumi Gummies.com. Code SOCKS. LumiGummies.com. Code SOCKS.
God damn.
I was
you should
like,
have referenced like Scoville. You should have like, this has to be at least 500 Scoville. Right? This is ridiculous. Because I'd have a hard time being like, this is too spicy. I would have drank it. If I had to be like, this is too spicy, I can't. I'd feel like you're just putting me at a disadvantage now for me to have to be like, hey, I can't handle this drink.
I felt like a bitch. I'm not gonna lie because
that would hurt my feelings.
Can I get a side of milk with this, please?
yeah. I'm trying to get over this like ego that fucking alpha male. I'll do. Like I'm trying to get over it. It's like, yeah, dude, we're at an age where like that doesn't mean anything anymore. But there's still that in me. There's still that. Like the spiciness for sure is still in me. But I couldn't do it. That's how spicy it was. I was like, this drink is $20.
I used to do that at Indian restaurants or like a Vietnamese place. They'd be like, how spicy do you want it? And I'd be like, give me Indian spicy or give me like Vietnamese. And they would just watch me eat it. And I would just be literally pouring sweat. But I was like, I have to do this for you guys.
Dude, I went on a date with a girl like whatever years ago. And I went to an Indian place and I ordered like, I didn't even order the top. I ordered like the medium and it was still crazy spicy. I'm trying to have a conversation with a girl that I do not know. I was sweating, half coughing. It was so embarrassing. But I was just like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm a man, dude. I'll finish this whole goddamn dude. I was like, anyway, so like you're from Vermont. That's fucking cool, man. Just pouring sweat.
That's awful.
I'll start like blowing my nose. Just start blowing your nose and clearing your sinuses.
Yeah, pollen's crazy these times of years. You always tell how white you are, or at least personally, is like anytime I've ever ordered a spicy margarita, the whole table orders, then it gets to me and I order the same thing. And she's like, it is spicy, just to let you know. I'm like, you just say it's anybody else but me.
Oh, that's so funny. Everyone else with you, just a regular, like, for your yogurt face, I just need to let you know. Yeah.
Which I get. I take a sip of it and I go, I'm going to wait for the ice to melt in this one a little bit.
Oh,
that's the ultimate bitch.
That's a good move.
If you don't want to be too out and about it, just wait till the ice melts, dilute it a little bit.
Dude, oh my God, that's a phenomenal.
Well, I order spicy and my wife's black. So like when they bring out her food, they'll hit my wife with the spicy plate and I have to be like, excuse me, sir, that's mine. How dare you? How dare you? They think she's got all the flavor, but my wife doesn't really like spicy stuff like that.
Dude, that's so funny. I've been trying to write a bit about this for so long.
Excuse me.
I'm gluten-free, not by choice, because Doc ordered it. Oh, really?
Same here, bro.
So, dude, I get that same thing that you just did, where every time I go on a date, they bring out the gluten-free and they give it to the girl, and then I have to be like, it's actually for me, chief. Yeah, the lentil pasta, that's right up my alley. Pasta. But because it's a food runner, not the waiter doing it.
Right.
And then they just do that like awkward hover where it's like a T-bone steak and some like quinoa, and I'm like, she got the steak. Yeah, I'm getting pegged later tonight. But it's like, so you're gluten-free. Is celiac or is it something else? Or
it's just an allergy, man. Like I don't know. Because in order to get tested for celiac, you have to eat gluten for 2 weeks. And like, it just gives me like the worst acid reflux, my stomach, because they need to like to see it reacting. And it's like, dude, I stopped eating gluten in like 2007. Like I really don't eat it at all.
So what age would you say you were? Because I stopped eating gluten when I was like 24, 25 and like
21.
Yeah. So it's like, and dude, you were in Philly, like every guy, like I remember the first time I got protein style at In-N-Out around my friends, I think when I was like 22 or something, they go, oh, Trevor got a vagina wrap. Like it doesn't even make sense.
Right.
But they're just putting you down. It's like, did you get shit talked all the time or do you still get shit talked?
Nonstop. Still do. Everyone goes, it's just psychosomatic, dude. And then what they do is they corner you later and they go, yo, I think I might have that shit, man. Every single time.
That's so fucking
get out of
true.
my face.
Oh my God.
I used to work on a construction site and I would bring like chicken, rice, and veggies in a Tupperware container, and dudes would just be crushing like cheesesteaks and all this stuff around me and be like, you're a bitch. And I'd be like, dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm just eating my chicken, rice, and veggies. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But you can flip it on them too. Because I used to be like so worried about like in a restaurant, if I was in a group setting, I have to be like, hey, it's like for real, it's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, you got to order
it's the worst
normal,
feeling,
then,
but
like,
it's nice too because you can
waiter.
just be like, yeah, I don't fuck with that, like Bill Gates fucking glyphosate shit, man. Don't give me that. Or also wheat. You can just claim like I don't fuck with the white man's grain. Just be like, that's wheat, white man's grain.
Wow.
I like that. I don't support what they were doing, dude. I don't.
Yeah, you learn
fuck
some
with
tricks. You learn some tricks. You're like,
buddy,
I'm good
that's
that,
on your list. Gluten is on your list. Betrayal list?
Yeah.
Gluten.
Dude, that's up on mine too. But yeah, it's like I ate all the best foods until I was like, you know, in my 20s. Then you got to cut them all out. And then just going anywhere with your friends, it's like I would look at the menu on Yelp beforehand to be like, what can I still order that's alpha? Like chicken and rice, very alpha.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
True.
allude to the fact that you're like gluten free. But it is interesting when you're in a setting where you can't, like where you get a Philly cheesesteak and you're like just eating the inside of it. You feel like a fucking Vulcan or something. What is that bird called?
Vulture.
Vulcan.
I didn't have it either.
That's a fucking comedy.
That's the comedy club.
That's a comedy club.
Yep.
Vulcan. Vulture. Yeah, I need some more bread in my life. I can't even talk straight. But it's fucking awful just trying to do it. But when they come up to you, is so accurate. And then you're like,
well, it's also it's a universally loathed. Like nobody likes the fact that you don't eat gluten because they think it's
fake.
actually like genuinely offends people. They'll be like, okay, yeah, guess what? I eat it all the time, and you're like, dude, eat a pretzel, man.
Sick,
I'm not stopping
yeah.
you. Just,
right. I just love the Michael does this all the time. Like I'll be eating rice and he's like, is rice gluten? And I'm like, no, you can eat that. I'm like drinking water. He's like, can you drink water with ice?
Yeah.
Like nobody knows what gluten is, but
I have no idea. Dude, my girlfriend's gluten-free. You've been gluten-free. We've known each other for 1,000 years. I'm starting to get it, but there's so much stuff, dude.
Like, can you use paper towels?
Dude, I swear to God, rice is still like, if you like put it in front of me and was like, can your girlfriend eat this? I still would have to really think about it. And I still, now you said it a bunch of times, so yes, I do know. But doesn't rice feel like there's gluten in it? Like it feels like it's pasta. It's like little baby pasta.
no,
I know I'm wrong here.
Gluten's the protein in wheat that like gives pizza dough its like stretchy kind of binding feeling.
This is
That's
that
why if
same
you eat
thing
gluten-
that I've said so many times, like yelling at a bar. I'm like, gluten is the binding thing in pasta. Just hammer it to my bros, trying to confess to them.
Yeah. But I would say, and I'm not just saying this because I don't eat gluten. I ultimately, long run, it's kind of alpha not to eat it. It's just my take personally.
Yeah, it is just funny because like guys don't really open up emotions or feelings at all. But like to your point, it's like now a guy you're friends with is now telling you about his bowel and all the shits. And he's like, dude, sometimes when I eat, you know, like a cinnamon bagel, I'm just shitting and you're like, cool. Just go gluten free then. I don't need to hear all this.
Yeah. No, it is. There is something deeply entrenched in like just being a man where like if you can't ever admit to getting a bellyache or you can't try to avoid them. I think you're supposed to just withstand like monstrous digestive issues and just that's like part of the deal.
Yeah, I remember I used to cheat when the doctor first told me I had to be gluten free. I got so sad that I would like, if I went out drinking, I would get McDonald's nuggets and I would eat them and then spit them into a cup just for like the taste and
to chew them up and spit, chew and spit.
Just some, dude, just to you know swish around some Jack Daniels in my mouth if I was sober, like just to give me like, I just wanted to feel the feel, but like I just couldn't accept it at first.
Did that do anything for you?
It only made you like sadder, but like, well, the worst part is I tried to de-bread McDonald's chicken nuggets and like take the breading off.
You kind of do that though.
Yeah, but once you see it, dude, it looks like insole. It looks like foam that you'd stand
like
on.
a crock.
Worse.
Oof.
Yeah.
Or it's also what happens eventually is you do try to get around it. Well, I can have like the naked nuggets at Chick-fil-A, and it's
yeah.
You know what I can also do? Just not eat, and I'm gonna feel better. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna be hungry and ready for breakfast because that's what when I travel now. I just like barely eat because I'm like I'm not gonna eat a bunch of bullshit. I'll just be hungry and eat like I'll get a rotisserie chicken and just smash it. And
Dude, a rotisserie chicken. I mean, at the end of the time, like that might just be the best go-to. It's like $7, and you can just pick at it.
You can pick at it. You can leave it in the fridge. It's good cold. It's good warm. Like it's really the best. And also when we get done shows, it's fucking 3 a.m. There's nothing open that is good. Like it's all just poison. Like I look at DoorDash and I'm like, all of this is just poison. Yeah. So to have the rotisserie is such a good dude. The only time I eat Taco Bell is on the road. And let me tell you something. I fucking love it. But you feel like a piece of shit. It's like you eat it at 2 a.m. You have to get up at 6 to hit a flight. You wake up, you're already no sleep, half a melatonin still in your system. You have just cheesy gordita on your dick. You're like, what did I do last night? You feel it's just a piece of shit.
I just write it off. Anything on the road isn't real to me. It's like not. I'm like, this isn't real life. I'm like, I'm living out of a fucking A-loft. Like, yeah, I'm just doing what I got to do to survive here.
Yeah.
Where did you shoot your
The
special
going
at?
back from the show to the quiet, empty hotel room is one of the worst feelings.
It's the saddest thing in the world, dude.
I started doing Airbnbs just to make myself want to live life a little more. But it's like you get an Airbnb, there's like 4 of us after the show. It's like it feels like a sleepover. Like it's like a natural wind down. But when you're all just hanging, you go straight to the hotel and it's just dead silent and the AC keeps cutting on and off. Oh my god.
The sheets are too white.
Yeah.
They're too clean.
Yeah.
Can I say that? They're too clean. I don't know what that means. They're like too.
They're like too worn in. Where they're like, you know, when a towel's used too much, it like becomes like beady and like rough.
Yes,
it's like that.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. So Trevor just asked the question, but I'm interested too. Where did you shoot the special?
Ontario Improv.
Dude, are you serious?
That's
we
talked about how much.
We talk about how much we love that place. Like,
everyone tried to tell me not to do it. Everyone tried to convince me. They're like, "Where are you trying to film?" They're like, "No. I don't know about that." I was like, I'd only been there once, and I was like, I remember it kind of ruled.
Dude, it's electric. I did it maybe a month ago, just as like a quick one-off. It's the best room, I think. It's like our version of Comedy Works. It's so
it is
good.
It rules, dude. I did a bunch of one-nighters like years ago.
Goddamn. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I, us two, make decisions every day.
Yeah,
but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid.
Paid.
Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
Yes. Okay, this is why Prize Picks is so amazing. All it is pick more
or less.
That is it, dude.
I don't know a whole lot about sports, but I know more or less.
That's it.
Boom or boom.
Boom or boom, dude. Heaven or hell. You know what I'm going to do? Saquon Barkley for less than 1 rushing touchdown. I'm sorry. I know he's got a great but he's going less. I don't know. I just feel it in my bones.
I'm doing Josh Allen for less than 270 passing yards.
Wow, less.
But he might have more running yards. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
That's the fun.
Anyways, listen, Prize Picks is simple to play, okay? Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. That is it, dude. And new to Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, okay? Meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup, okay? Want to pick more on Josh Allen's passing yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns? Cool. Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only at Prize Picks.
Also, follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app and copy their lineups at one click, whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like. Hit the follow button and check on every lineup that they create in the new tab feed on Prize Picks.
Yes, so
I want to see what you're doing.
Yes.
What am I doing?
What are you doing,
dude?
What
if I'm doing what you're doing and you're doing what I'm doing?
Exactly, dude.
We both win.
You know what it is? It's like cheating on the SATs, okay? You look over somebody, copy their and they win. Everyone freaking wins. Okay, so download the Prize Picks app today and use code SOCKS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code SOCKS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup, okay? That is Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Goddamn.
I think I did there was San Jose, Irvine Improv, and then I end it with the Ontario Improv. And I was like, San Jose was cool, Irvine was cool, but I was struggling to sell tickets in Ontario. And then once I got there, I was like, that was my favorite show of all of them.
Awesome.
And that was one of the only places, like clubs that I remember liking that I did before that I didn't do that hour in yet. So I was like, it's got to be there. And then, even the club itself was like, yeah, he can film here if he wants, but why does he want to, why would he do
they
that?
didn't even know there was like a film, usually you have to rent the venue to film a special. They're like, yeah, for sure. What is the special? Like, they just have no idea.
No, Joey Diaz actually did one there as well.
Oh, shit.
Years ago.
Dude, I love that room. It's
awesome.
It's a perfect,
so good
180. Would that be the right term? It's like a half sphere where it's just the perfect, wide open. The crowd is
It's not too big. It's not too big, but dude, I love the Ontario. I've been singing his praises forever, and then I made it official.
Both
filmed there.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
It was perfect. It was cool.
Well,
they did a good job with
What were you saying?
No, they did a good job too. They made the room look completely different.
That's awesome. Yeah, I heard a rumor they were taking it down, so I hope they don't. But yeah, well, what a fun club that is. We always talk jokingly we'll get offers to go to Australia or London. We're like, dude, fuck that. Let me just do 8 shows on Ontario Improv and live my life. Let me drive there and back every night and enjoy life. Those shows are fucking awesome.
Dude, so Matt,
you don't want to stay in Fontana?
Matt, so how much? So you shot. How do I say this? How much time passed before you shot the second one?
I think 2 years.
2 years.
I think it was Yeah, because when was that? I did that one like 2 Junes ago. So yeah, I think it was about 2 years, maybe year and a half, 2 years, if I had to, figure it out.
And you feel like, I mean, obviously, like that was enough time for you to be like, okay, I got a fire hour. I'm asking selfishly right now, obviously, but like, you feel like that was like enough time to be like, okay, this one's ready, and I'm talking about different stuff, and it was just like time to do it. I guess what
it was time.
Yeah,
it was time. Yeah, because it was like the first one I did wasn't even like it was technically an hour, but it was just all of the old jokes I've ever had that I was like, I really want to do new stuff. So I didn't really write that as an hour. I just did like a mishmash of like all of these old jokes I just wanted to record and just put something out. So the second one was the first time I actually was able to be like, oh, I'm actually writing a whole hour of stand-up.
Yeah.
And honestly, like it just kind of, what I did was when I was about to record the first one, I just started doing new material showcases where I would do like, I would do a new 10 minutes and I would see what worked. And I just did like 5 or 6 of those shows and then took whatever worked. And that gave me like a workable, not even a great, but like a workable 45 that I just went on the road with. And then after, a year and a half or whatever of that, I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm done with this. I want to like start doing something. It was like an hour, if that makes sense, as opposed to a bunch of jokes. And I was like, I guess it's ready. Let's just film it. And then because I just got sick of that hour and I was like, I want to do a new one.
That's so cool. Yeah, I get sick of shit. I get sick of shit too easy, honestly. If something starts to work, I have about maybe a month with it after it starts working, and I'm like, ugh, it works. I don't give a shit anymore.
The worst is when you go, I'll just save this for filming, and then you stop doing the bit for like 7 months. You're like, I don't even know how this bit goes anymore.
I don't even like it anymore. Yeah,
I have no idea. I was doing this? How many shows did you shoot?
I was like locked in on this. I was just doing that hour. I wasn't really doing spots like that. I would just go on the weekend, do that hour, just constantly over and over and over and over, and it just, after a while, I'm like, all right, it's done.
Last thing I want to say before we get out of here, does your wife get recognized like crazy after the ESPYs?
Oh, right.
Clip?
She did. There was a good like 3-week period where it was like everywhere we went, she was getting like just stopped everywhere. It was really funny.
That's awesome. She's a good sport. She thought it was funny too.
Oh yeah,
that's
she was laughing.
Dude, it was really so funny.
That's so awesome.
It was it was very it was funny to see. Just her getting like nonstop recognized and all this stuff. And yeah, she was kind of like, she was like laughing, but after a while she was like, that's so fucking weird. Like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah. How much heads up did you get before that? Like, did you know Shane was going to do that? Or did you just like text you and be like, yeah, we're going to cut to you for this?
No, it was like it was 2 days before, or maybe a day. I forget. Cause I remember like at first I was like, my wife was actually kind of mad cause I got invited to go. And I was like, nah, I don't feel like going. And then I told her and she was like, I never get to do anything fun. I'm like, all right. So then like the day or two before I'd called to be like, hey, is there any way we can go? And he's like, for sure. And then like an hour later he had texted Brittany like, hey, we're going to do this like joke. Like here's like the premise of it. Are you cool? So and then she showed me and I read it on the phone. I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be so funny. So it was like, she had like 24-hour notice. And I don't think she was that aware that like she was going to be like a camera in her face. And but she still got her makeup and all that. So she was pumped.
Dude, it was so good.
It was a quick one. That was like a last minute add-in. And it just, man, I knew it. As soon as I read it, I was like, oh, that's going to work so well.
Was there a lot of shit that they cut that Shane showed you, or mainly they did it all?
Not really. I think they did pretty much everything. There was like stuff going into it. I remember talking to Sean Gardini, who works on our podcast, and he was doing some of the writing. And he was like, there was some stuff like, there's just no way we can do it.
Yeah.
No, for the most part, I was like, they pretty much hit everything.
That's awesome. I know we got to get you out of here in a sec. We just have 2 fan writing questions, if that's okay. You got time for that, or you got to dip?
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Jack, you want to fire them off?
Yep. All right. Sock talk from Francesca. She says, I'm into man's butts. I wish more straight guys showed off their asses.
And a lot of this is just people getting this off their chest.
So that's a statement, basically?
It's kind of a statement, yeah. They forgot the question mark or the question.
I mean, there's kind of a question embedded in there somewhere. I mean, she just wants... I mean, dude, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I have a peach, dude. I'm like,
really?
I have a fucking bubbly butt. Oh, yeah.
Dude, really? Imagine if you ate gluten, how much of a fucking ass you'd have.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I feel like it would get covered up in all my other body parts that were like kind of distended.
Right.
I got out of the shower today and I was like brushing my teeth and I caught a glimpse of my own peach just like today and was like, God damn, I do have a bubble.
And you're just a little proud of that? Like, where does that come from? Did you play baseball back in the day?
No, dude, I sucked at baseball. I was like, I played a lot of sports, but I was like, I wasn't that great. But and that's like for athletes, that's a big deal to have like a peach because like that's like kind of like the engine behind you.
Dude, you're right.
But yeah, man, I mean, it is what people in my family either have like zero ass or you have, you know, an Irish potato butt, which I have. So
Little dump truck back there.
That must be
I
so
got a
fun.
dumper. And yeah, chicks they'll squeeze your butt. My wife's constantly just squeezing at my butt. And
I've never had that.
it's not a great feeling to have a woman squeeze your butt, I'll be honest.
Well, the worst feeling is when you go, that felt kind of good. And you let out a little moan. Your wife's like, what was it? I was doing it as a bit.
Yeah.
Dude, I have no ass. So if you grab mine, you're kind of just getting hip. I've said this so many times. I just know if I was a girl, I would be that classic, like skinny girl, but like in an abnormally sized rack. Like
That's nice.
I think that would be my build.
Big titted bimbo.
But yeah, like front heavy, like you know, you shoulder check me, I'm face planting.
Naturals? Are you talking naturals?
I think
or are you
naturals.
talking about
I think I would be naturals, big areola, pale areolas, almost translucent areolas.
Yeah.
puffy? You're talking about some puffy nips.
Yeah, either puffy or they just kind of disperse into it, you know, like a oil and vinegar, like a balsamic, you know, kind of just widens out a little bit. I just, for some reason, since I have no ass and like I might be like, if there's any muscle, it's like chest and arm, I think that I naturally would have just kind of like one of those, like, but like a rack where like I come back to school after one summer and they're like, dude, Trev's fucking racked out.
And your name is still Trev?
Yeah, I'm Trevor.
Your name is still Trevor?
Trina,
yo,
maybe?
Trevor, just fucking hot, dude.
Yeah, hey.
I would have no tits. I would have like a tits. I would have no ass, but my fucking head game, dude, would be crazy.
You'd be hot, but you'd also be a bitch.
Oh, I'd be bitch, but I would be like 5 foot, and I mean, dude, people would talk about my head like Nancy Reagan. Like, I mean, it would be iconic.
Throat goat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's fair. I'd be a pog basically because I already have the ass, so I'd be a pog.
Pogged out here.
I like
I'd be
that.
pogged out.
Dink.
I'd be all. I don't know. My head game would be definitely serviceable, but I'd be kind of an all around, just like an absolute.
Just kind of like a well-rounded ball player.
Yeah, like a Swiss Army knife of a bitch.
Like
it's
8 across the board on 2K, you know, just like can get the job well done.
That's great.
Yeah,
and I'd like to think I'd give my husband anal, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Would you save it for like any special occasions or the opposite and be like, it's Tuesday, have fun down there?
I'd probably want to save it for my husband, but there would probably be a bad boy that came into the picture that just completely took my breath away, and I would end up giving it up early. And I'd hate myself forever.
Some like lacrosse player that's just like so hot and smells like used jeans. And for some reason, you're into that.
He's on probation.
Yeah.
He's fucking with an ankle monitor on. Like, is that your phone beeping?
Yeah, you're like, no, it's a pager. No,
but I like how you haven't like thought about this at all. Like, I like that. Yeah, I think my peak would be definitely my tits. Like, and then I would kind of age out of them, because I feel like there's a distinct moment where guys kind of flip from tit to ass, and I think that's when I would lose my value. My one-hit wonder would be my rack, and then after a while, people are like, "Yeah, but you have no ass," and I'm like, "Yeah, but these, like, we don't care about tits anymore, Trevor." Still Trevor. But I think
I don't know. I'd see you getting like a BBL. I just think upgrades,
Yeah.
man. I think you would upgrade for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, you know, like a Tesla. You can like just download it.
get that like bad baby build.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
She's like 22
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's okay. 4 years ago, you can't.
All right, ready for a secret stop?
Let's do
Sure.
it. Do we even
Anonymous.
answer that question? I don't care.
I think we did. I think
Yeah, we all
and
went around
more,
the room.
honestly.
Yeah.
All right, this is an anonymous confession.
Were you gonna say something,
Oh
Matt?
boy. No, I was gonna say. I think we answered it. I thought she was talking about she wants to do butt play in terms of like insertions, but she just wants. I guess she wants more eyes on the male butt. That's all she wanted.
She's trying
I
to
think we gave her that.
raise awareness, I think, you know?
Yeah.
Vote
What
yes on
color
prop
ribbon
anal.
would that be?
I don't know.
Just doo-doo brown?
Could be.
At the end of a tip screen at the coffee shop, it's like tip 50 cents to raise anal awareness.
Yeah.
Put it on the back of a penis straw. Just put a guy's butt on the back of a penis straw. That'd be nice too.
All right, ready?
All right,
Last
so go-
question.
Yeah.
Anonymous confession. I've been swapping my grandma's decaf coffee with full caffeine pods.
Good.
She thinks she's developed superhuman energy at 80.
Yeah, get her out of retirement. Let's get grandma
I mean,
back
dude,
on the
those
cappuccinos.
fucking quilts are going to be put together fast.
She's rocking the fuck out of a baby.
Yeah, she put a Werther's in like a Zin. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's fair. I mean, as long as she's not like freaking out and having heart palpitations, I think that's kind of rocking.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to do that because grandmas are so tired that like maybe caffeine will just kind of make her like normal again. Like she's like back being like 50.
Yeah, but yeah. But
Like, I don't know.
I think to Matt's point, it's like, I mean, people who are 80 don't have like great hearts, you know?
Yeah.
So like you're kind of like you're really rolling the dice.
Dude, imagine
to
going
get an
to prison
omelet
over
made
that.
faster.
Like, you killed your grandma. What'd you use? A gun? He's like, no, a Keurig.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah. I've heard of a good amount of people hitting their like their parents and older people with like telling them like, oh, it's a CBD gummy, and hitting them with kind of like lower dose weed gummies to like get them to chill out.
So fucked.
And I've heard positive reviews like, nah, man, they just crush them and they just kind of chill. As long as you don't hit them with like a 50 milligram. If you hit them with like a 5, they're probably like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, it's like sedating your pug before you go on a fucking airplane.
That's kind of, well, I think they should give grandma one of those Panera lemonades, one of those 400 milligram ones.
Oh my God. That's
Do they still make
crazy.
those? They really?
No, I don't think, no, the lady died. I don't think they make them anymore. Like a college girl died.
Dude, you know those like shirts, all the memorials of like everybody who's like died, it's like X and Tentacion and all those.
Yeah.
They should just put like Four Locos up there next to the Panera lemonades. Just all the things that have killed people.
Oh,
all the products.
was it really
Just the recall of heaven.
was it really
Harambe with the Panera lemonades.
Harambe, dude? Was it really 400 grams?
I think so. 400 milligrams.
It was something like that.
They lowered it to 235 now.
Oh, the original was 390. Dude, that's literally 2 Celsius back to back. And I don't know if you've seen the build of a Panera person, but they're throwing them back. They're not like that's not like a sipper type of person.
Oh no.
I thought it was like a dainty. I mean, also too, if it's a college student, there's a huge chance. I don't want to, assume anything of the deceased, but they could have been on Adderall as well. So if you're already on Adderall and you crush 500 milligrams of caffeine, and you're like a small college girl, that could get you.
And also too, that's a good mixer, so there might be vodka in there too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And you want to calm down, so you pour a little lean in there just to really chill out.
Oh yeah. I mean, lean is labeled properly. Do you think it's this might be a dumb question? Do you think it's called lean because when you drink it, you kind of lean on shit? I know that's dumb, and maybe everyone has already talked about this, but is that why they call it lean? Someone answer me.
It was promethazine. Promethazine
Oh,
is like
promethazine lean.
Did you ever drink Prometh?
No. Have you?
I've sipped it before. It's
Fuck
pretty tight.
Did you put it in a plastic cup or a foam cup?
I just kind of drank it out of the bottle. Had a promethazine.
Oh,
bottle.
not even the Sprite or anything. Just
I didn't get to do all
gate.
that. I just sipped it. Yeah, I just sipped it out the bottle. It's pretty sick.
And who are you with when you're doing that?
Snoop Dogg.
Is that with like a group, like a good, like a?
No, I was in a bar in West Philly, and I was like in college. I was like selling Percocets for these guys in West Philly, and they used to give me promethazine and tell me it was going to make my dick bigger, and I used to drink it.
Dude,
You could tell
pretty tight.
you could tell someone who's 19 this will make your dick bigger. It could be Dungeness crab, and you'd be like, "Cool, I guess I'll fucking eat it." Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, I mean, they were obviously teasing me, but it was a fun get. We all had a good laugh about it, and I would drink like promethazine in a bar in West Philly, then like go to class at college and just be kind of like tipping. It's kind of sick.
What does it feel like?
It's honestly not that. I don't know. I feel like you have to almost, I guess if you drank enough, you would get something, but like you the idea was you drink it, then you take a Percocet. So by itself, it's just kind of chill, honestly. I always, I was never a big pill guy, but like codeine's kind of chill in my opinion.
it looks
it's
refreshing,
codeine
honestly.
and promethazine.
And it looks refreshing, if honestly. You put it with a Sprite. I mean,
yeah, I never got the full thing. They would just like put it on, and I would just drink it out of a thing, and they used to laugh, man. Make
I used
jokes
to
at my
take.
expense, but whatever.
My dad had
Just hazing me.
my dad had hip surgery when I was in high school, and he was allergic to Percocet. So he had a whole bottle of Percs that he wasn't taking, and I would take one in high school before Spanish class, and I would be absolutely floating at the biblioteca, and this shit was like, so I don't know if that's what you experienced in Philly, but I mean, some of the best mornings of my life were just in a Spanish class on Percocet my junior year of high school, and I want to find anything as good as that.
Did they ask you
Floating
questions?
Miss Zyler's
Did
class.
they ever ask you, like, were you ever put on the spot, popcorn reading
I'm
Spanish on
sure
Percocet?
but I was already dumb, so it's not like they could tell like a noticeable like dip. In
What
my,
if it
like,
made you better at Spanish?
Holy shit! Just fluent off the perks.
That'd been nasty.
Am I
be
Bad
awesome,
Bunny?
dude.
Just crushing it?
Every time I go to get Mexican food, I just pop a perk and I'm like, I'll order for the table.
Yeah.
Dude, Matt, thank you so much for hopping on the pod, man.
Thank you guys, man. Appreciate you.
Really appreciate it. Special out October 7th.
Yep. A
October
Humble
7th.
Offering on Netflix, October 7th.
Matt McCusker, Humble Offering, October 7th. Well, thank you so much for hopping on, dude. Hope to see you around in Austin or LA. Dude, let us know when you do the Ontario Improv next time. We'll
We'll come through.
anytime.
Dude, absolutely.